started?
On here.
Can you get
And why
started?
don't you say this? And let me put my finger out.
Can you get started?
I thought you had it.
No, I'm waiting for you. She got glasses. Yeah, I have glasses on today. I had glasses on Monday too. That just means you weren't here on Monday.
So what's up, y'all? Coping with Corona podcast, man. Wednesday edition, Hump Day edition. Hopefully everybody is good. How y'all making out? How y'all feeling? How has your week been so far? Did you come on my live today? Did you party with me today? Did you party with us today? Yes, no.
It
maybe.
was a party. Like you were on one. When you went to those show tunes, I was like, oh, wait, hold on.
It was some other stuff I wanted to play. I just ain't have the time because we had a meeting right when I was done, so we didn't get a chance to finish that.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to finish that.
Yeah, Adrian said, yeah, she was there.
Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Be quiet, Luke.
Thank you so much. So,
thank you for everybody who sent the Cash App, too. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
And want to tell you this, that we are going to do our best give you 110% and always give you a really decent product. We're very authentic. We are not following any trends or following what anybody else do. So we will always work hard to give you the best product that we possibly can. And, I know I joke a lot, but that means a lot to me. If you are taking time to listen to us, to spend time with us, to be on, Facebook, IG, on YouTube, then, we got to do our best to give you the most that we can possibly, give y'all. So thank you so much for you being on this platform, because you don't have to be on the platform. Rob Swinger, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Love you. But we had a whole lot to talk about. I am not going to give anything else or anybody else any negative energy. I'm not going to do that whatsoever, or I ain't going to do that at all. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Let's have some fun, man. Hump Day edition. So, on the mix today, hopefully I helped y'all get into the mood, hopefully. But speaking of getting into the mood, I wanted to ask a question, and I wanted to find out if y'all had an answer for me or thought. What do you think about having sex on the first date?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking.
Are you asking them? I was
Yeah.
like, I have an answer for you.
No, what do you really think about having sex on the first date? Is that an issue? Is that a problem? Is that a no-no? Like, really, what is your thought process about having sex on the first date? Because I got a whole lot to say.
So, you have an issue with it?
No, I know. I don't have an issue.
Oh.
I'm asking.
Hey, Melissa.
I'm asking.
Right, Nikki. Straight, no chaser.
Right. I'm asking.
But no, what do y'all think about having sex on the first? Oh my God, this is so awkward because my daughters are over here. Oh my God. What's the end goal, Nikki? The end goal is to enjoy yourself that night. If you having sex the first day, I'm sorry, I'm joking.
You wasn't.
I wasn't. I was serious. I was really serious.
No, but I'm serious. Like, really, what is that?
Hey, Lisa.
What is your thought process about having sex on the first date?
Lauren just left. She was like, she's out. She doesn't want to hear this conversation from us. I'm sorry, Lauren. But it's a real question. Like,
no, and go bite. What's up, bro? I'm serious though. Like, what is your thought process?
Right. Juicy. Somebody. Yeah, we are. We're all grown.
No, definitely.
Right, Adrian. Sometimes it happens.
No, but I know a lot of times, ladies, y'all.
Oh my God.
So no, listen. I'm being honest. So I'm not generalizing all ladies. So let's give that disclaimer. Let's give that disclaimer right now. But I know sometimes y'all be wanting to have sex on the first date, but you don't want to give him none because you think he You think, no. I
where
said,
do your concepts
not
come from?
all women, but a lot of women think that if you give a man something on a first date, that he gonna think you a hoe.
Who are these people that you talk to that have you thinking this? Or do you create this up in your mind and this is really how you think? Because I'm going to tell you, honestly, people don't think like that. Women don't think like that. You know what women do? They go on their first date and whatever happens, happens. We don't go with preconceived notions of, oh, this is what's going to happen or that's what's going to happen. We just go and see what's going to happen.
Juicy meat shake cakes.
Right, Nikki. It's not bad. It doesn't always mean, it doesn't, you don't always have that vibe. So, no, you may not do it, But
we're not judging, though. That's what I'm saying. We're not judging on that. What you say,
Davida,
it all depends on the folks having sex. It has to be an understanding as far as it is to this
Davida,
or there may be more than
please,
sex. As a man, we're going to take what's given.
Chime in on to what he said. What is your thoughts about having sex on the first date? Ray Lofton says, do what you feel. Never consult someone else about what you should do. Exactly. Do what you feel. Let it be a vibe. Let it be a feeling. So, that's really how women think.
I am asking. I didn't say I have an opinion either way.
I'll send you the link, Davida.
Yeah, I didn't tell you I had an opinion either way. I'm just asking because I really do feel
Goli says it all depends on the... Oh, you read that.
Right. I really do feel like a lot of ladies... Y'all be really wanting to get...
Where do your thought process come from?
I didn't say all. I didn't generalize.
Say you said all. Right? I'm just asking you, where does this stuff come from?
A lot of y'all be wanting to get smacked around on the first date.
You know what? Adrian just said it. She just said exactly... No, Adrian just said the truth.
You ain't let me finish my statement.
Because... Your statement. No, I wasn't gonna say you're stupid. I was gonna say your statement is null and void. But I got.
There's not a lot of women.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Want to get smacked around, but y'all think we gonna think
No. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. And Adrian just said it. She said it best. We don't think like that. That's your preconceived notion of how we think.
Adrian, you must have been on here Monday.
Adrian's been on your live ever since everything has started. Adrian's a childhood friend. Yeah, he did say smacked around. Adrian's a childhood friend, but at the end of the day, women don't think like that. That's not how a woman thinks. A woman.
Hey, Master T, that's right. You know what I mean?
A woman thinks, I'm going out, I'm gonna have fun, and let's see where this goes. Right. Second guessing your choice is an indication you have to know yourself and if you can handle the date.
No, go bite. We smacking around, man. We smacking around. It's aggressive. It is aggressive.
Okay, but are you listening to what people are saying? Or you're just talking?
But people know.
Because she answered the question. Hey, Mel.
Yeah, talking.
She said, but he's talking about smacking around. She answered your question. Right. And your question was,
do you want to get smacked around? Go ahead.
You cannot second guess yourself. A woman doesn't think, when we go on a date with a guy, we're not sitting there saying, oh, am I going to get some? Am I going to get some? Is he going to think I'm a hoe? That's not what we're thinking. You know what we're thinking? Is everything shaved and waxed? Is our makeup right? Is our hair tight? Are we showing every curve that we want to show? And then whatever happens, happens. That's how a woman thinks. Now, I'm not sure how a girl thinks. I'm not sure how...
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure of how a girl thinks, but I can only speak as being a woman. And that's how women think.
So you
have to answer the question, removing the woman versus man aspect. Exactly, Ray.
No.
If they can't,
regardless,
if that can't be done, then the point is mute. That's exactly.
So true. I'm saying, regardless, I don't care.
What's up, Rico?
I don't care if it's man, woman. A lot of times, people be really feeling they be wanting to really have sex first date, and they be thinking like, yo, I can't because the other person, regardless of the sex, is going to think that the other person's thinking they a hoe.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't know where this Neanderthal comes from, and I have no clue.
How is that being
Because
Neanderthal?
People don't think like that, Jack.
They do. A lot of people think like that.
I promise y'all, he must know. Thank you, Rico. He must know every woman in the world. And to Ray's point, you gotta stop saying women think like that, and we think that men think. No, that's not it. Don't nobody think like that.
Master T said, I was right.
Just as Master T said.
Jay, you're right. Women do think that. I know this from a woman's point of view. Exactly. See
well,
that?
I'm a woman, and I'm sorry. Is Master T a woman?
No, he is
right,
not.
Exactly. So how you know something?
Jay not lying. Some people do.
But here's the thing.
Some women do think
so no. Okay, because we gotta really, really discuss something. Okay, there is a difference in a female and a woman, like for real.
Or a girl and a woman.
No. There's a difference in a female, a girl, and a woman. So stop saying women think like that, because a grown person, a grown adult, that's not how we think.
Well, I did not.
But that's not how we think.
No, listen. I didn't generalize today. I did not generalize today. You say, Ray, you say you're a hoe then?
Right.
Listen.
Ray, and so am I.
Listen, I'm saying at the end of the day, if the vibe is right, everything is good, the date is right, the dinner is right, the meeting is right, the drinks are right, the vibe is right, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
the energy is right, then feel free to do whatever you want to do. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. So that's where I was going to get to. My real thoughts, my real opinion is, do whatever you think is good. If it's good and the vibe is right, and the energy is right, and the drinks is right, the food is right, the convo is right, everybody looking good, smelling good, then feel free. You should get smacked around. Feel free to get that aggression. Get smacked around. Get smacked around. Feel free to get that smacked around. Handprint on the ass.
I have a tattoo, so you would never see.
Feel free. Feel free. You read. You can see it. What are you talking about? You can see it.
No, I am listening. I heard what he was saying. What I'm saying is there's a difference in a woman, and there's a difference in a female, and there's a difference in a girl. Grown women don't think that.
Hold up. You say you putting on the 90-day rule?
Wow.
No, listen. It don't. I'm telling you, it don't matter. Like, because if you make that person, y'all talking, you make that person
but
wait.
at the end of the day, the thought of the man thinking that we are easy because it happened on the first day.
Go ahead, answer that, Slick.
I mean, like, I can't say that all men think like that. Like, maybe some people do think like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say that all men think like that, or that's how a man thinks. I think people's thought process is individual, and it's separate to each person. So I'm never going to say that's what all people think or some people think. Your thought is your thought. Davida says, a few of my guy friends have told me that women are taking the guy's role, and the guys out here are acting like the chicks back in the day. Now that's the truth. It's a lot. It's a lot of BANs out here, y'all. It's a lot.
What's a BAN?
I can't say. You told me not to say the N part.
White
men in the church got us all messed up. Look at animals. Right. Right. You know what, Ray? You telling the truth. I'm telling you, it's all messed up. Because at the end of the day, you look at animals. They meet out in the forest. They ain't waiting no 90 days. They ain't waiting no week. They want it, they take it, and they get it.
No, that's true.
Thank you, Ray.
No, that is 110% true.
Right. Mel, he told me I can't tell people what BANs are.
No,
he said I can't say the N's, but it's a lot of them out here.
No, bitch and... No, I'm messing up. Bitch ass. But no, listen, I'm saying, if the vibe is good, then come on and get smacked around. Mm-hmm. Come on, get smacked around and choked and shit. I mean, in your hair pulled. If the vibe,
it's nothing wrong with choking.
Right. If the vibe is good, come get some of this aggression.
Grown women do think the way women need to keep it real. Stop faking with themselves. Women try to be more... Exactly.
All right, you got to read the comments.
Well, Jay, I'm also trying to hit see more because he wrote a long comment.
Okay, go ahead.
So, you going to run this over here or you going to... Okay.
Go ahead, put your finger up.
Nope.
All right, go
Not
ahead.
today.
Hey, go ahead. You got the floor.
Not today. I no longer want the floor.
All right, but you do have to read the comment.
Wait a minute. Ich Bay Donkey Zagnet. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I got you. So, that really was on my mind real heavy.
Why was that on your mind?
I don't know, because it just...
Why?
Because I be wondering what people really think, what really goes through the mind of people, period. We're all different. We all different species, so we all move and think different. So, I be really wanting to know what be the thought.
So you contradicted yourself just then.
I said a lot of women.
No. Listen to what I say. You contradict. Wait, what is the conversation about? If people like roughness or how? No, Mel, it's not about if they like roughness. You know, that's just Jay's animation. The question.
No, but our shit is aggressive.
Okay, can I answer?
Yeah, it is aggressive.
So can I answer? So the question.
I ain't in the gym for nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The question is, do women? What was the daggone question? Now you done.
What is it an issue with having sex on a first date?
So
I want you to read.
I'm trying to read what Danielle said. I just think historically, this is from Danielle on Jay's Facebook Live. I just think historically, some men tend to think women are easy or hoes and tend to be less serious about having a real relationship. That's a possibility. I mean, you know, I don't. So again, I cannot say some men, and I cannot stress this enough, guys. There is a difference in a man, a woman, a male, and a female. And I believe, okay, I believe in my whole heart that when you know the difference, then you know who you're dealing with. Just because you are male does not mean that you are a man. And just because you are female does not mean that you are a woman. That comes with age, maturity, wisdom, knowledge, and life experience.
You told me,
I didn't tell you.
I'm talking shit. I'm playing. So that's the thing. I really want to know what y'all really thought about having sex on the first date, because a lot of times, you know, the vibe be right. I'm just saying. So in the past, the vibe.
Buddy, don't get yourself hurt.
Yo, in the past.
Buddy, don't get yourself hurt.
Listen, we talking, man. We grown. We're talking about if a motherfucker look good, if they got a nice ass. We talk about all that.
Yeah, we did.
Right. So I'm just saying, in the past, you talk to her and the vibe would be right, and then she'd be like, I can't do it because I know. You really want it.
No, I don't think so. It's about the individual. I did, and I'm married to him. Exactly, Shay. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, Thick Leo. Sometimes shit just happens.
No,
Chris Green, what up, bro?
But here's the thing. So Shay is a woman, you know. Shay just straight up. She's like, yo, no, what's the whole issue? You know, if you think about it, she did it, and guess what? She happily married, okay?
Okay.
All right. Boom. My homie is on here. My homie Newbie. Yo, he don't never disappoint. Newbie ain't never disappointing. I have in a relationship lasted about 3 to 4 years. Newbie. Yo, I told you.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying...
Culturally and socially, there are stigmas and judgments.
That's all I'm saying.
Who cares about
That's all I'm saying.
What people think? You of all people don't care about what
I don't.
thinks.
So, but I'm just saying, we're talking. This is not about what I think. This is about me asking a question to everybody involved. Slide over a little bit. Slide.
No, I was trying to read.
You know,
over
to everybody involved, because I do think sometimes that people may think
but
that. But
ultimately, it comes down to the who, what, when, and why. Exactly.
Sometimes, fellas, I think y'all should get some, and they don't want to give you none, because not every woman, but sometimes you should have gotten some.
But why are you out here being the vagina police?
I'm not. Sometimes you should have got some, and you ain't get some.
That was funny.
That's why I just kept going.
That was kind of funny.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times,
that was kind of funny. Though.
They don't want to give you none because they think you won't think they're a hoe.
Or however many, put the whole.
But you gotta be mature as well. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be mature as well.
But you're not just gonna sit up here and act like my vagina police comment. What?
I don't get. hop on whoever you want to hop on.
People are more concerned about society instead of the person they're involved with. Exactly, newbie.
That's true as well. That's true as well. That's true as well. I'm saying.
Yes, vagina police.
No, listen.
Yes. Hashtag vagina police, everybody.
Who, me?
Yes. Hashtag me. Everybody like vagina police, yes. Hashtag vagina police, y'all. Sorry.
That's right.
It depends on the person.
CaSay said.
I did exactly that. Married after 6 months.
They did it the first day.
And going on
and
8
they
years.
married on 8 years.
Okay, so Shay said that.
So
tons of people
congratulations to y'all. I'm just saying that sometimes.
I agree with CCT.
Right. I'm just saying sometimes
I'm just asking you.
Women don't always think that.
God.
That's all I'm saying. That's
oh
all
my
I'm saying.
God.
So,
I'm just asking you why you care. Why are you being a vagina police today?
I know. I'm just saying this is entertainment at its best.
Yeah, right. Forget them.
This is entertainment tonight. E.T. This is entertainment tonight. So I want to ask something else too, right? I wanted to ask, what do you do? What do you do with your close friend that can't dress? Like, how do you approach that? Like, y'all go out on a regular basis, and this particular friend, like, really can't dress, be really looking crazy, and when y'all go out, it makes you or the team look bad. How do you approach that situation? How do you approach the friend, the close friend that can't dress? How do you handle that?
See something, say something.
So you won't tell your girlfriend if she look crazy?
So you want to hear a true story?
We want to hear a true story.
Okay, I'm going to give you a true story. And I don't know if Francis is still on here or not. But Francis knows, and you know the person that this happened to. A few years back, when you had to do my MTV,
My Super Sweet 16.
My Super Sweet 16. One of the people, if we are friends, I'm telling you, yeah. One of the people who came to my house and looked not pleasing to me. You know how I feel about clothes. And so I literally went into my closet and said, what size do you wear? They told me. I went into my closet and I dressed them. And then I told them, hey, you can have this. Like, I mean, my thing is this. Maybe they just don't know how to. So if I have it, I can give it to you here. I'll dress you. Here you go. Boom. I ain't giving you my shoes because you know how I feel about my shoes. But, I'll dress you. Shay says, I sure will. If you don't look right, I'm going to let you know. Exactly. Ray Lofton says, I don't put that energy into what other people wear. If they like it, I love it.
No, but listen.
Love says that's tough.
Right. At the end of the day, they making you look bad. Right?
Marcus says, LOL, everybody got their own style, but tell them.
Right, Dick Leo.
Tell them, look in the mirror. Tell them to look in the mirror. I got it. Newbie says, I fucked on New Year's Eve at a mutual friend of... wait a minute, what the hell?
A mutual friend of me and Jay Claxton.
Okay, I think Newbie's going back to the other conversation. And the relationship ended because of her being... Y'all, Facebook, Jay's playing. What's over here?
Because I'm being controlling.
Okay. Shamika said, that's me all day long. You can have it. Exactly. Danielle says, what if they like how they dress? Well, just because you like it don't mean it's not, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's right, But if I can enhance my friend, then I'm going to try to enhance them. Newbie says, I shit on dudes on a regular. Ray Lofton says, nah, Jay, they making me shine. Well, I mean...
Yo, because unfortunately, this is another thing. Yo, they tell you birds of a feather flock together. So... you not being with me looking crazy. Listen, prime example. So, like even my flesh and blood that come from here, right? And I'm gonna say if he don't look if they don't look go in the house and change, fix it.
Exactly, Shamika. I'm not letting my friends go out look foolish. So, Nikki, Nikki, as I've told you, is a lifelong friend, okay?
All right, Nick, what's up?
So, I just want to clear up something that she's saying.
Met a girl
and I know,
Nikki in the whole
right. You know what? When this song came out, they used to sing it there. Anyway,
little Nikki
baby, listen,
grind.
you gotta stop.
Okay.
You gotta stop.
Nikki be grinding. Go ahead.
So, Nikki said something that I want you to address. That's why I said I need you to stop playing for a second. She was like, you guys are in a whole different market though. How bad is it? Do they look a mess or do they just not have your style? And we're not necessarily in a whole different market. We shop at Target. If it look good, we gonna buy it. It doesn't matter to us about a name brand.
Brands don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Got people that have to wear brands.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm sorry, because you started singing the song, Nikki, and she was like, yeah, it was horrible because I was young and people were singing the song to her. I actually remember a guy coming to elementary school singing that song to her. I'm sorry.
Little Nikki
I remember
grind.
that. Good question. Likely different style.
Yo, it ain't about, like I tell people all the time, it's not about name brand. If you like something, then buy it and be able to put it together in a certain style. My friends and I ask each other how we, and you should.
As you should. As you really should.
Because it's not about how much you spent and it's not about name brand. It's about how it's put together and if it's fashionable or not. That's really what it's about. Like
Danielle says, most people that dress the way they do love their style and will not change.
I actually knew somebody, and I used to really tell this person like, this not what you're supposed to wear.
What's up, High Def?
This not what you're supposed to wear. Your clothes too big. You really somebody really need this 3X shirt that you got on. The guy who really wear 3X can't get this shirt because you bought it, and you not a 3X. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't really have you around me not looking apart.
High Def is on here.
Right. Howard, what's up, bro?
What's up, Howard?
I can't have you around me not looking apart because when I'm not going to give you, and you can call me whatever you want to call me, even when I go work out, the hat going to match, the shirt going to match, sweatshirt going to match, shorts going to match, compression pants going to match, sneakers going to match. So I'm not even going to give you nothing where you can throw no dart at me. That's what I'm not going to give you.
Can we switch gears real quick?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. I'm not going to give you that. So if you are with me, I expect you to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all had a conversation. Yo, you might need to do this, or you should have done that.
Me and you ain't never had that no conversation.
Yo, I'm not talking about you.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify it for everybody out there. We ain't never had that conversation.
You. I ain't say nothing about you.
I'm sorry, I had drifted off.
I ain't say nothing about you. I'm just talking about it like period. Like just at the end of the day.
That's right, Monica. You are who you were. Yeah, he's talking to Newbie. I wanted to shift real quick because I'm really even more now than in the last 24 hours I've become even more concerned with how are you guys really coping with this pandemic? Full transparency, I can speak for myself. It's hit very close to home, as you know. And so I'm just wondering, how are you guys coping with it? Because, are you talking about it? Are you talking about being quarantined? What is the quarantine meaning for you? How are you dealing with it? How are you dealing with your partner, your spouse, your mate? All sorts of questions like that is what I have. And while you guys are answering it, I'm going to read something that Adrian says. She says, going back to the dressing thing, she says, okay, so my bestie looks like Funky Brewster every time we go out. And when I say she be fly as hell but refuses to match, I would never wear what she wears, but she looks good all the time. She hates that I match so well. Okay, well, yeah.
Well, everybody's style be different. And everybody can't pull that left field style out neither. Everybody can't pull that off. You gotta have a certain movement. I hate to use the word swag because I feel like that is so.
You hate that word.
So old at this point. Even though swag surfing one of my favorite songs. If you ever heard me DJ, but it's so outdated. But it take a certain person to pull some craziness off. They gotta move a certain way in order to pull off that outfit. You gotta move a certain way to better pull. Everybody can't just pull off. Every man can't pull off wearing a pink shirt.
Right. But you know what? Marcus Howard said something that makes a lot of sense. But the rich don't care. They going around looking like bums and keeping all of their money in their pocket and spending it and building generational wealth while we sitting there worrying about wearing Gucci, Prada, having the newest Louis Vuitton bag, and while we're worried about all of that material stuff, the rich is out here like, I don't care about that. Everybody sure can't do that. You're right, Thick Leo. We have different styles, right? So. But
I mean, and I went through that. I went through a phase. I went through a phase where, like, when I really started getting money, I was like, yo, I was spending real like.
That got there going Howard.
No, I was spending so much money in Gucci that they had me on consignment. I had my own personal, who dealt with me, salesperson. That's who dealt with me. I ain't buying nothing in that particular store unless I went with her. And I had a party in the Gucci store, right? I had a party in the Gucci store. And I went through that phase where I wanted to buy everything name brand and all of that. The name brand don't necessarily, none of that matters. None of that matters. It's just really how you put together and what your style. And if you can pull off what you are actually wearing stuff off, some people don't have the just don't move a certain way. They ain't bold enough, or they don't move a certain way to pull off some wild.
Jay, let's switch gears.
Okay, I do need you to look good if you're out with me. I'm not going to not look good if I'm out with you.
Okay. Let's
look at me crazy.
If you know how to dress, you can make a Walmart outfit look high end if you know how to dress. That's true, love. Them nights at Melba's, you was bound to see anything.
No, that's true.
So wait, because I'm glad that somebody is now finally switching. Reason why I told you to do that.
Okay.
So let's do that. Okay. So Danielle says dealing with COVID-19 has been a challenge. I'm a nurse, so I go to work and back home, wash clothes every day. So like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's people who are really dealing with it, and then they're not talking. They're not talking about what they're going through. Like I can only talk about my experience. I can talk about the fact that I had an aunt to pass, I had a cousin to pass, and then I have another family member who's currently dealing with it. And at the end of the day, it's tough. You can't say goodbye to your loved ones properly. You can't get that closure. So my concern, and I'm gonna be honest, office had to shut down because one of the doctors in the office contracted it. So I would like to hear what you're saying as well, Miss Nikki, which I know also. She's had to deal with her whole entire family almost dealing with this virus, not to go into too much detail of it, but she's had to deal with it. So what's going to happen on the other side of this virus? What's going to happen to people who haven't been able to deal with it, properly? Strong Anisha says she's in the health field. as well.
Well, look, first and foremost, we appreciate y'all being on the front line. Like, that's we do. We definitely appreciate y'all being on the front line.
I wasn't trying to be rude to you. Someone just told me I was being rude. Yeah. I wasn't trying to be rude, but yeah.
I'll just go ahead. You know what I mean? Listen, it's cool. I'm saying that some people on the front line. So shout out to the people that are on the front line, because y'all the real MVPs. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but we're grateful and thankful for you guys like that are on the front line, especially dealing hospitals, nursing homes, police officers. All of that. You know what I mean? Firefighters, people that work in the food industry that's even preparing food and still got to deal with people. Like, if she ain't cooking, or she even cooked, and at the 10 o'clock, we still hungry. And then so somebody got to come and deliver the food. So y'all the real MVPs. But it's crazy, because I really think it's certain, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably cuss today. It's certain shit that you should have been doing, period. Like washing your hands. This shit is simple. Like, really wash your hands. You know what I mean? Really wash your hands. Sneeze here. Don't sneeze in your hand. Wipe your stuff down. This is certain stuff that we should have been doing, period. So if you aren't doing it, if you are just doing it now, you're part of the problem.
Miss Red CU said it definitely has to be harder. Harder than it's portrayed, because they're literally holding hands with someone's loved one as they say goodbye. Absolutely. She's talking about, nurses and everybody on the front line. Two things. One, Danielle was saying, Strong, Anisha, our prayers are to you, because she's working in a nursing home as well as nurses as well. But Danielle was saying, it's hard. Her girlfriend lost her dad, and all she could do was FaceTime him. Newbie saying this stuff is gonna change the norm. He deals with this on a federal and state level, and he has to deal with the public every day. I want to go over here because Nikki basically was saying, her aunt, brother, sister-in-law, cousins, and she had 2 deaths. Has been surreal for her. Brown Eyes Love says, I'm also a healthcare worker. One of my patients passed away, and it's very difficult. Then someone says, work has been okay for me. I salute the ones on the front lines as well. I don't have to do that part of the healthcare anymore, so I'm thankful of it. And Halima, who's a nurse, says, trust me, it's very scary. At first, I took it lightly, like most did, until it hit home. This is a very serious issue that most don't think that it is. The media doesn't really portray it the way that they should. And so, it's not just us who have to deal with it, but think about these healthcare workers, these nurses, these doctors, who people are constantly dying in front of them.
I mean, it's just like T said, it's challenging, and a patient that they had at our office had it, and they had to shut the office down for 2 weeks, and T has been supporting me for years, and supports me, on Cash App, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every time we have something, she makes sure that the kids are taken care of.
So, So at the end of the day, I mean, I know everybody is changing. It's crazy because, even when I went to go work out today, I seen a bunch of people I know at, where we work out at. And this is the new norm. We're not shaking hands. We're giving each other elbows. Like, we're giving each other elbows. That's the new norm. Giving somebody your elbow instead of shaking their hand.
I'm sorry, Jay.
What did Ella say?
Please read that, because that.
I have a friend who has 2 children, 6 and 8.
Wow.
Had the color toe rash, bruising with 2 children on ventilators. But what's the color toe rash, bruising? Like, what does that?
That's one of the symptoms.
Okay.
Then Halima.
What's up?
Halima was saying. Halima was saying, trust me, it's very scary. I'm sorry. She said she has to come home every day. take all of her clothes off so that she so that she can make sure that she stays sterile and she doesn't give it to her kids and her family. It's a lot more. Even with you working out, what's the first thing I say to you? Do you have gloves? Do you have this? Right. So she was telling you it's one of the new symptoms.
Okay.
But with that said, that's a lot. Like, it's a lot. We already deal with a lot as a society, but now this pandemic has become a new norm, and we're changing how we have to live. So I'm just concerned as to how will we be able to live afterwards,
So, again, I feel like that we're going to bounce back out of this better and stronger than we were before. And I think people are going to, hopefully you got closer with your loved ones during this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you got closer with your loved ones, and hopefully you have worked on some things that you probably been putting off for a long time, mm-hmm. and you were able to lock in and really get it done. So,
mm-hmm.
For me, I haven't been on radio in about a month, and it was some things, and I'm working my ass off, but it was some things that I probably should have been done that I wasn't doing. And this gave me the opportunity to make sure that I taken care of it. So at the end of the day, when we come out of this, I'm in a better place. The brand is in a better place, and how I take care of my family, my kids, and all of that, we're in a better place. So if you are home complaining about, I want to go outside, or I'm tired of being in the house, or whatever the case may be, that's the issue, because you should be putting a plan together in order for you to execute. So when you come out of this, you're in a better fucking place. That's the key. You should be in a better place than you were before you went in. You know what I mean? And all I can do is talk about what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a much better place. Things are getting done. I mean, things are really, really, really getting done and really get movement. And I got back to dealing with real loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got back to really dealing with real loved ones.
Wow.
I haven't talked to some of my closest friends till then. What you said? Go ahead.
I was just saying that it's a lot of people commenting. Like, someone says, Flower Bomb says over here, anytime an ER doctor commits suicide, it's a wake-up call. Hey, Reds, what's going on? Over here, I wanted to go back because Mel was just saying, a nod is good, no touching is necessary. People sneeze in your elbows, sneeze and cough in your elbows. Adrian was saying basically dinner time has become more important, and in the dining room. So we're going back to how we were raised. Actually, table has been a huge time. It definitely slowed her down, and she's appreciating that part. So I feel like the plus side of it is that we are getting back to our families, and we are becoming more in tune to our families instead of ripping and running everywhere. Somebody's on a game, somebody's on Facebook, somebody's on Instagram. Instead, we're actually taking the time and we're having real conversations with each other.
Because that's what it is, man. I mean, some of the people, some of us ain't been around our kids this much ever now. You know what I mean? Like, some of it, you need to be around your kids. So now you can really see how great your kid is, or where you need to lock down on your kids. You know what I mean?
Kid 35 says, people are surviving. I'm a survivor. Wow. That's a blessing.
You know what I mean? Right.
That's a
blessing. You know what I mean? That you was able to come through that. But that, for real shit, that's part of us eating good, drinking water, working out, being healthy. Because if for some godforsaken reason that you contract, that's the only way your immune system can fight it off. If you got a decent immune system, if you put a bunch of BS in your system, then you can't fight the shit off.
Right.
You can't fight it off.
Someone on your live just said parents, my grandkids in my life said parents are being more involved with their families.
No, that's
you know. And Halima says, yes, if anything has developed from this, its families are becoming families again. Can you see
hopefully everyone takes that to heart, and when things are lifted, people don't lose sight of what we've been through. Ella, I mean, you know, that's really the truth. I mean, for me, you know, my circle has gotten so I don't have a circle anymore. I don't have a circle anymore. So, you know, it really wasn't a real adjustment for me, because you know, the weekends are my family anyway. It's my kids and my parents. The weekend is that, and like my weekends have developed into that, unless it's a booking that makes sense.
Thank you, Valencia.
You know what I'm saying? It's a booking that makes sense. So I mean, luckily, you know what I mean, Lord willing, and I was able to kind of transform a little early. So I'm not sitting in the house acting like life is coming to an end because I can't really move around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, for us, nothing has stopped. Everything has continued to move.
Right.
You know, we've had that blessing that everything continues to move, and nothing has stopped. You know, I feel like we have not become more creative because we were always creative. I just feel like we've had this time to really indulge in our creativity and really grow it. You know,
and for real, I think our biggest lesson from this was procrastination. I mean, just not you, me. I'm just saying, like,
clear it up, buddy.
No, I mean, was procrastination. So, full transparency, right? When Stop Doing DTLR Radio, when they shut that down, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go live every day. So we stop. I'm working back out. I'm doing 2 days. I'm tired. And she like, yo, you going live today? Now I'm tired. I worked out twice. I worked out this morning. I worked out this evening. I ain't going live. I let a couple weeks go by. And then that was the weekend that D Nice played on Saturday. And then I started getting a bunch of texts like, yo, D Nice is rocking. You listening to D Nice, and D Nice is the shit, and blah, blah, blah. And then I tell her, I'm like, yo, I beat myself up because I said as soon as this stopped, I was going live, because since IG went live, I was on the radio and went live every single day, Monday through Friday. So it was nothing new. I didn't go live. This man goes live, and then y'all act like this guy was the greatest. This was King Javi Jova, ruler Zamunda of DJs. And it got to a point where I'm thinking, it got to a point where I'm thinking like, yo, what, like I had to listen to the guy, and he didn't do nothing. Ain't nothing against him. At the end of the day, he just didn't procrastinate. Because I was like, yo, I'm not hearing nothing crazy.
So Adrian is saying some people don't have that though, and she does worry about people who struggle with mental illness, you know, being isolated and different issues. April said, hey.
April, what's up? April said, "Hey, I see you, Sean."
Halima was saying, and she's a nurse again, she was saying as much as she would love to hit a club, she values her life more. Besides, the DJs are doing the damn thing. So salute to all she was saying salute to all of you and all of the other DJs as well.
Thank you so much.
Wow. We'll be praying for that family. Someone said so true. One of their relatives' friends committed suicide as a result of this.
Shit.
You know, so we'll be praying. We'll be praying for everybody. You know, we all, like, I'm a Christian, so I believe, and I'm not ashamed of being a Christian. I believe that God will get us through all of it, and I believe that if we lean on God, you know, He will. And I'm not trying to get preachy, but the truth of the matter is, everything that we've ever done in life, our success has come from, living in God's will. And I honestly believe that the power of prayer is insane. I have a friend who is on this live today. We did a Facebook prayer line, and it lifted so much off of her after it happened. Someone says, I hadn't heard of D Nice before his live. Me either, Nikki.
No,
Nick, but we hadn't. Okay. No, me and her come from the same place. Okay. We hadn't. So me either. Monica says, faith over fear. Pray. This is the time to build your brand. And that's absolutely true, Monica. Cheyenne was saying, amen, because we were saying that we were going to pray for that family. Same with Nikki. Everybody is saying the same. Nikki is saying, right. And so I wasn't going to put Nikki out there, but she was the person that everybody in her family, and her sister-in-law is pregnant and contracted COVID-19.
She okay now?
No, she's still going through it.
Shit.
So that's why I'm so concerned. Like, I'm not just concerned with how it affects us or our families, but the people who support you, and the people who support us, like, who are they able to talk to, Yes, Miss Reds, it is merch available. Adrian says, this pandemic has shown me what's necessary. Me.
Never look at the glass half empty. Always look at the glass half full. Always keep positive energy. I am not talking to you if you're negative. I can't keep you around me. And like I said, I don't necessarily have a circle. I don't have a circle anyway. So it's all positive energy. And even like full transparency, like we have a conversation, and 9 times out of 10, I be the one really trying to calm her down, because it's on the gas, on the throttle. Like, she want all the smoke. She want all the fucking smoke.
But let's clear up. But I don't want all the smoke unless you bring me all the smoke. But, then I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna be the whole choo-choo train.
Right. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, can't nobody be you better than you. So a lot of times, just continue to move on a path. Don't give any negative energy. We don't talk about it. We don't let it fester, because the more you talk about it, the more energy you give. And I stay. We stay positive. You ask me how I'm doing, I'm gonna tell you absolutely fucking fantastic.
April says, I think the distance is making it worse. Yeah, I agree. Like, with some people, the distance is. George Clark said something that people are not talking about, but we do need to talk about this. He says, I feel sorry for the women trapped with abusive husbands. I'm praying for them. You got to be also, prayerful of that kid who's in the house and their uncle may, molest them. Then they're trapped in that house.
That's right, Barry Mo.
Adrian says, you're right, Jay. No negative thoughts. It brings you down. Look for the reverse side of the negative, Yes, I said the choo-choo. If you bring me the smoke, I'm going to be that whole choo-choo train, and Jay will tell you. And I will go from 0 to 100. Don't let this pretty face fool you. Mel says, I'm going to be, oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I will. Like, I try to be real calm and real nice and easy, but if you bring the smoke, I got you. I got you.
So I mean,
we have like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, man, that's really it. We've been on for an hour. I mean, we've been able to tackle some funny shit, and we've been able to tackle some real shit. So,
I know, Halima, we got to get back out there.
What?
Halima's like, on a brighter note, I can't wait until this subside, because this got daggone COVID-19 way is gots to go.
No, I've been out.
Yeah, but she's in the health field,
right.
So she has to be extra careful. You've been out, but I've told you I don't think that you necessarily should. Yes, I talk about all the abusive relationships, kids and mental problems, adults with mental problems, all that. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Thick Leo. Like, people really, 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 people do, they talk about it, but they talk about, oh, I'm stuck in the house with my mate. Which, first of all, if you gotta say you stuck and mate in the same sentence, you with the wrong person.
So that's fucked up, huh? So that's it, man. First and foremost,
I'm sorry. Answer George's question. Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. George.
We're here to inform and entertain. You're home. You can't really move the way you want to, so we're here to entertain. We're here to entertain and be informative at the same time. We're here to have some fun and joke each other and us talk a little shit to each other. And we also here to inform, because at the end of the day, we all in this together.
All in this together.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all on the front line, y'all talked about it. Y'all work in doctors' offices and nursing homes and that sort of thing. So some of these people need the information. You don't know what you don't know. So a lot of us need the information. So be on here, give the information. We all one big happy family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We talk a bunch of shit, but we're here to make sure that we help and entertain at the same time. You know what I mean? So that's it. And hopefully we inspire some kind of way. Like, really, that's what it is. It's not about, like, I want to inspire you to work. Like, I want to inspire you to start your business. We want to inspire you to the thing that you have been thinking about for a long time. We want to inspire that.
Okay, Monica, I'll tell them.
You know what I'm saying? We want to inspire that.
So I did not know this, but Monica Jackson on your Facebook just said, on Saturday, please do not forget to wear all blue, go blue, in support and salute to those on the front line.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, so that's the thing, all blue for, all the people that got to work in those industries where they don't get a day off. Yeah. You know what I mean? They got to help some other people, so thank you so much. You know what?
Again, if you have any more resources or anything like that, just hit us up. Like,
just let us know. And then even if you on my line, because tomorrow I'll be on at 5 o'clock to mix.
For the happy hour.
Hey, if I don't see it, Cassandra's on, so she is seeing it and she's active with you guys while I'm mixing. So whatever she's talking about, you can hit her and she'll give you the information, or y'all can exchange information while that is going on. You know what I'm saying? While that
Talk
is going
about that. Danielle, these frames came from that same site that I sent you.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
So that's going on. So tomorrow is the happy hour at 5 o'clock, Throwback Thursday happy hour.
Thank you, Danny.
And then Friday at 12, I'm doing an IG live. So I'm not doing a Facebook live, but I'm doing an IG live with Mano. And me and Mano hit it off the first time I met him. One of the realest guys that I ever ran across. I have really great interviews and really great rapport with just stand-up people, period. With stand-up people, stand-up artists.
Oh, wow.
So, hop on at 12 o'clock.
Thank you, Brown Eyes Live 63. She says she's new to the area and she doesn't have anyone out here, and so she loves listening to us. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. We really truly appreciate that. That's what we do. That's what we do it for. So, our podcast Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Shout out to Brownstone Media.
2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central. The Bluetooth and aux cord mix Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and 11 a.m. Central. And Thursday is Throwback Thursday happy hour at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central.
Listen, you know what though? That's a lot of times. Yeah. But let me tell you something. I know we're getting ready to go because we've actually gone over. I'm going to reach out to Crown Royal and see if they can sponsor us.
Right.
I know y'all. Y'all like, what in the world is this lady talking about? Don't worry about it.
So, man, no, look, thank you so much. Then they're going to, I don't think
Mano on Friday. You sound like an old person.
E. Foster, what's up, man? Look, E. Foster, one of the R&B artists I had a chance to sit down and really talk to. Just really talented. And not just saying that because he on here. He really is. You know what I mean? He's talented.
We've come across so many talented people.
Some great music, and we'll be talking to E. Foster too on my IG live, so y'all get to see that as well. We won't go.
So for all of you guys who are on Facebook, if you don't already, hey Cena, thank you. Cena said good session. For all of you guys on Facebook, if you don't already, go over to IG if you have an IG account and follow at J Claxton. Jay is about to have some very, very interesting and very great artists that he's going to do one-on-ones with. Once we can figure out the whole doing it on Facebook and IG at the same time, we'll do it. But until then, follow, and he'll be posting and letting you know.
Right.
Ho-ho! The king is
here.
Randy
Dennis, what's up,
the
Randy?
king is here. The king is here.
How you doing, man? You good? No, I'm not. We just have a podcast, man. We talking. We giving love and hope, entertainment and education at the same time, Randy. So, man, thank you for checking in, Randy.
Hey, Kiki Brown.
Randy, I love you, big
That's
bro.
That's the second time for Kiki Brown today.
Kiki Brown checking in from Pittsburgh. What's up,
y'all.
Kiki? Kiki on IG and on Facebook at the same damn time.
I know, right? Pretty kitty on the radio.
At the same damn time. So, we really appreciate it. And that's the thing. The thing is about having the right people and the right people on here. So, we really, really greatly appreciate that. That means a lot. You know what I mean? That means a lot. So, I appreciate it. I ain't emotional at all, but thank you so much. That shit mean the world to me.
Say love is back.
Yeah, that mean the world to me. You know what I mean? That mean the world to me. Hey. And Randy, don't nobody talk that trash on the mic like you, Randy.
You see Farrah said, hey.
Farrah, what's up?
I haven't seen her in a minute.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we appreciate it. Love y'all. E. Foster.
Farrah.
We gotta talk offline so we can set up our IG live. We got to figure that out as well. I got a lot of that stuff coming. So, man, we here. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
What?
She was just saying how people were very supportive to her and her family when her dad passed.
No, you know what? And I don't know. My father is me and my father are super tight. Like, that's my guy. And, so... part of the reason why I am like I am, I guess, like a Neanderthal, is because of my dad. So, which makes me. So that's my guy. So I just, like that. You stay strong, and we got you in your prayers, because that's pretty difficult, and especially that father-daughter relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different bond.
Okay, so Monica was saying Saturday shout out to me and my co-workers, Baltimore City Sheriff. Hey Monica, my god brother is a Baltimore City Sheriff. Woo-hoo. So yeah, shout out to Monica.
All right. So we're gonna have our blue on for you. All right.
Yeah, we'll have our blue on for you and Danielle. So Adrian was saying Randy, Dennis, Tim Watts, and many, many more radio supporters. Radio One supports. So many, and they show up. They showed up for her dad, and that was amazing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Randy the big bro. I mean, for
Randy
me,
is the king of Baltimore.
No, for me being able to,
don't get it twisted.
Being in the car and my mother, driving me across town to go to school and listen to Randy on V103, and then being in the same building and developing a relationship. And he being a big homie and taking me in and taking a liking to me is that's all you can ask for from the guys who you listened to as you were coming up. You know what I mean? And that's all.
Yeah, I will tell you honestly. So before I worked in TV, I worked in radio, and I was working in Radio One when Randy came over.
Right.
When I tell you geeked all the way out,
right.
you would have thought Michael Jackson walked in.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, do y'all know that's Randy Dennis? And they're looking at me like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well.
So
man,
no, that's
shout out to Randy Dennis. Yo, that is the king.
No, but love y'all, man, because we could talk and give love and shout outs forever. But we gone. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Oh, what's going on? Oh, play Pop Warner football with me at Woodlawn.
And Omar went to school with me and Adrian. Well, no, he went to school with me. Adrian went to Roland Park. He went to school with me.
You went to Weston. What are you talking about?
He went to Falstad with me, and we ran track. He ran Poly. I ran track Western.
Okay.
Thank you. I've known O all my life.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love
Ernest,
y'all.
what up?
Boom.